Well, thanks. And joining us now on This Is the Day is Bishop Gerald Gettelfinger, who is the Bishop's liaison to the National Catholic Committee on Scouting. And thank you, first of all, Bishop, for being here. And if you could please talk a little bit about the National Catholic Committee on Scouting.
Well, first of all, I was never a scout. I was a 4-H club kid. We didn't have scouting available back in the country in Indiana. And when I had an opportunity to learn about scouting, even still in the seminary, about exploring scouting, I kind of tracked that. And then when I became involved in high school work, someone suggested I do a canoe trip to Canada with the parish scout troop. And I went. And of course, now after 38 years of canoeing in Canada, then they also did a high adventure at wintertime. And they got me hooked on skiing. But then they also talked about a place called Philmont in northeast New Mexico. And I never had a chance to go there until I was a bishop. And at age 63, I hiked my first backpacking hike with these kids. Wow. And I did 5 of those with the St. George Trek.
Could you talk about some of the duties that you have as the Bishop's liaison?
I'm not only liaison between the Bishop's Conference and the National Catholic Committee on Scouting. I'm also a liaison to the Boy Scouts of America nationally. So it's another dimension of that. And basically to be there more to our Catholic Committee at the national level, to be a consultant, if you will, to give counsel, advice, and ask questions and challenges, so they keep on target and keep their focus about why they do what they do, that kind of thing. But also with the national BSA, able to express from the national level feelings about this, that, or the other issue.
Can you talk a little bit about scouting as youth ministry?
In fact, we've been, in the last several years with the National Academy on Scouting, scouting is youth ministry, and not just a part of it. I mean, it really is of its own weight, because it preceded what we call now youth ministry. The scouting's been around a very long time, but it really integrates with all youth ministry. And obviously, the scouting, if people grow up, they go off to university, you have youth ministry there, you have youth ministry in the home parishes. So it's meshing of what scouting does and what the church does for youth, wherever you find it.
What's it like to have the actual personal experience of doing the trek with the kids?
First of all, for an old man, remember I was 63 and you're hiking with kids from 14 to 18 or 19. And of course they're energetic and everything else, but I found myself early on maybe in better shape than they were. But the powerful part of that is for young people to recognize that when they have some adult with them who's willing to spend time, and also the difficulty, I mean the struggle. If they think they're hurting, how much you think we were hurting, but for them to experience that. But then also to be able to have Mass in the wilderness, which is a great opportunity for us in the scouting side of it, is to have Mass where you ordinarily would not have Mass. And of course we have Mass at base when we come back, but during those times during the week. And our crews can have Mass as often as they want, or just the obligatory side. We encourage them to have as often as they can, though. But I think it's a great experience for us to watch the transformation from the youngster who comes as a young, eager teen, and boy yet, come back home after 12 days, a different kid. He's now a man. Now a young man.
Well, thanks so much, Bishop, for taking the time to talk with us and sharing your thoughts on scouting as well. We're going to send it right back now to the rest of This Is the Day.